Good morning, students. So, today we will learn about two types of irrigation process which improves the growth of the crops. First is canal irrigation and second is sprinkler irrigation. Firstly, let us read about canal irrigation. It is one of the most important methods used for improving the agricultural output. In this method, the river water is diverted to the fields through small channels. Canal irrigation is possible in the leveled plains with deep fertile soil. A canal helps to carry water to the regions which suffer from water scarcity. So, children, canal irrigation is a method. It is a method to irrigate the fields, and it is a very good method to improve the agricultural output. Agricultural output means to increase the growth of crops. So, in order to increase the production of crops, we will use this method known as canal irrigation. Now, canal irrigation looks something like this. So, in canal irrigation, children, channels are dug. The definition of canal irrigation is that it is an artificial channel or the land is dug and it is made to carry water to the fields. So as you can see here, children, small channel is made and then the river water is diverted through these channels and then the river water reaches the farmer's field. So in the image also, children, it's very clear. You have a narrow stream of water and then you can see that the water can easily be sent to the fields, or the farmers can take out water from here and they can water their fields easily. So this is known as canal irrigation. Now children, canal irrigation is possible in the leveled plains. Leveled plain means in the land which is completely flat. So in this type of flat land, the canal irrigation is possible and the soil should also be fertile. So canal irrigation is possible only if the plain or the land is leveled or completely flat and soil is also fertile. Then the places which does not have enough water, for such places canal irrigation is a very good way for irrigating the fields. Water scarcity means lack of water. So wherever the farmer is not getting enough water, they can make such channels and then water can be brought to their fields and they can easily water their fields with the help of that water. So children, this was about canal irrigation. Next, we will study about sprinkler irrigation. In this system, water is sprayed into the air from a pipe. The water then falls on the plants. This style of irrigation is seen in Rajasthan, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh and Kerala. So children, in sprinkler irrigation, the water is sprayed from the pipes onto the plants and crops. So sprinkler irrigation looks something like this. So children, pipes are laid in the field and through those pipes only the water is sprayed on the crops. And This type of irrigation, children, it is practiced in the states of Rajasthan, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, as well as Kerala. Now, let us read the last topic, which is scarcity of water, means lack or shortage of water. Climate change has had an impact on the availability of water in the recent times. There has been rainfall disruption, melting of glaciers, snow and ice, and depletion of groundwater. The world is on course of running out of fresh water. The demand exceeds the supply, but still every day we see water being misused. Human lifestyle has led to water pollution. We, as good citizens, must pledge to use water sparingly and save it for our future generations. So, children, we all know that climate is changing, and due to which it has affected the amount of water that is present on the earth. So, due to this climate change, children, there has been a disturbance. There has been a disturbance in the rainfall. Disruption means disturbance. So, there has been a disturbance in the amount of rainfall. Our glaciers, snow, and ice, everything is melting. The groundwater level is also depleting. Depleting means it is becoming less. So, climate change is causing so many problems. It is affecting rainfall, it is melting our ice, glacier, and the groundwater is also becoming less. So, we should not misuse the water and we should not pollute the water. And children, whenever we see an open tap, we should always close the tap when we don't use it. We should never throw the garbage in the water bodies also, and we should not pollute the water bodies. We should act as good citizen of our country and pledge or promise to use water sparingly. Sparingly means in a limited way, and we should save it for our future generation, because the water which is present on the earth is limited. So, we have got so many uses of water, but the water is limited. So, we should use in a very wise way. We should not waste it, and we have to save it for our future generation. So, children, with this, we have finished with the first lesson. Now, exercises, we will do it on Monday. So please read the lesson nicely, children. Read the lesson 2 or 3 times. And in case if you have doubts, you can always message me on Campus Care. I will see you all in the next class. Thank you, children.